Yeah, welcome back, guys, to another video. I saw on Ticket's YouTube channel, he just came out with the video. Um, Very upset at the fact that Doug Gottlieb, if you don't know who Doug Gottlieb is, you can look him up. He's a Fox Sports analyst, and he's taken aback. He's very frustrated at the fact that Doug Gottlieb is celebrating the passing of O.J. Simpson. And I'm like, so what's the problem? Like, he's saying, Ticket is saying that Doug Gottlieb should be fired because of that. I don't think so. No one should be fired because of the death. Because if anyone is happy about the death of O.J. Simpson, that's a normal emotional response if you are a sane human being. Now, I don't think Ticket would feel that way if it was his mother or his aunt or his sister whose throat was slit. I don't think Ticket would feel that way if it was his brother or uncle or father whose throat was slit, who was brutally murdered by O.J. Simpson. You wouldn't think that. You would be happy as well that O.J. Simpson is passed. So I think we have to sort of stop trying to be politically correct and allow our emotions to take centerfold at times. And at times, it's a grieving process. Just like it's a grieving process when somebody transitions, it's also a grieving process when somebody who you have dreaded for such a long time transitions or dies. The natural response is part of the grieving process. So if people are happy that he's passed, let it be. I'm happy that he's passed. Should I be fired? Is O.J. Simpson some divine angel that because he's O.J. he's untouchable, that we can't talk about him? It didn't stop him from killing two people. And yes, I know what the courts said. Yeah, he was acquitted. Who gives a damn what the court system says? We all know that the court system is corrupt. There's no justice in America. We know that. We know that the bureaucrats, those who have the money, the elites, those who have popularity at times, don't get justice. Give me a break. Doug Gottlieb should be fired because he's celebrating the passing of O.J. Simpson. Who shouldn't? We all should be celebrating the passing. You too, Ticket. He made our race look horrible. That chase on television is a memory that will never leave my brain. It's indelibly marked and etched in my brain. I can't forget it. I was in 6th grade. I'm about my people, but I'm not about favoring people who are criminals. And then what? Okay, so are we supposed to be mourning his death? No, he didn't get murdered. He died of cancer. No one came into his house and brutally slit his throat. All right? That didn't happen to him. He lived for 76 years. He cut two people's lives short. And you're here talking about, oh, someone should be fired because they are celebrating his passing. They should. Everyone should have the right to celebrate it if they want. And you should know you're well within your own right if you want to mourn his death. But his football legacy means nothing to me. How you treat people means more to me than what you do on the football field. How you treat people to me means more than what you did on a basketball court. How you treat people means more than what you've done on the tennis court. In other words, what you do in the athletic realm doesn't mean anything to me. What I'm going to focus on is how did you make people feel? And murdering people and killing people is not something that's a good thing. I reckon that's not a thing that makes people feel good or feel great. Check it. So I wouldn't be too hard on Doug Gottlieb. I know you want to make it a race thing because that seems to be the more, easy route to take nowadays with people who don't want to actually think deeper or delve deeper into the topics and look at the intricacies of it. They'd rather just throw the race card out there. This is much more deeper than race. This is not even about race. Race is just an ancillary issue. I'm a melanated person. So is OJ. I'm not for him. I was never for him. Now, when I saw that, O.J. Simpson. Oh, so the country should be mourning his death? So there's either two things that can happen. You either mourn the death of somebody because they left behind a great legacy, or you celebrate their death because they left a horrible legacy. In O.J. Simpson's case, he left a horrible legacy because he murdered people and then bragged about it. And even after he was acquitted, he still got into other things with the law, even afterwards. He was not a good person, people. Get off your high horse and get off your soapbox. Celebrate his death. He wasn't murdered. We're not celebrating his murder. He celebrated his death. See, when the natural humane response to when somebody who's evil leaves the planet, there's a jubilation that occurs within the spirit of every humane person. This is not the time to play politically correct games here and try to stay on the side of politically correctness because and say, oh, well, someone died, we should be mourning his death. No, we shouldn't be mourning his death. He wasn't murdered. A crime was not committed against O.J. Simpson. He allegedly died of cancer. That's what they said. Goodbye, O.J. Simpson. No one cares.